Look up at a fluffy white cloud on a sunny day. It looks weightless, floating effortlessly in the sky. But that seemingly delicate mist actually weighs around 1 million tons. The universe is completely full of illusions and hidden truths that contradict our everyday experience. We are stripping away the myths you were taught in school and counting down the ultimate 100 bizarre scientific realities, starting right now. Fact 100. A typical cloud has a volume of around 1 cubic kilometer and a density of 1.003 kilograms per cubic meter, which is 0.4% lower than the surrounding air, allowing it to float. Fact 99. Identical twins do not have the same fingerprints. Environmental factors during development in the womb, like umbilical cord length and finger growth rate, impact your unique print. Fact 98.
Earth's rotation is actually slowing down, meaning the length of a day increases by around 1.8 seconds per century. 600 million years ago, a day lasted just 21 hours. Fact 97. Leftover pasta has extra health benefits because cooling it creates resistant starch, which improves blood sugar control. Fact 96. Happiness surveys show parents in the United States consistently rank as the world's unhappiest compared to non-parents, while Portuguese parents report higher happiness levels. Fact 95. A massive thunderstorm named Hector the Convector arrives reliably every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon over the Tiwi Islands from September to March, reaching heights of over 19 kilometers. Fact 94. Earlobes have no known biological purpose, despite being rich in nerve endings. Fact 93. When you read silently, the muscles of your mouth, tongue, and larynx still activate in a process called subvocalization. Fact 92. The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur dung ever discovered is over 30 centimeters long and 2 liters in volume, likely belonging to a Tyrannosaurus rex. Fact 91. Mars is not actually round. Unlike other rocky planets, it is shaped like a rugby ball with different sizes along all 3 axes. Fact 90. There is no such thing as zero-calorie foods because even celery and watercress contain more energy than the body needs to process them. Fact 89. Around 8 to 10% of people grind their teeth at night in a condition called sleep bruxism, mostly completely unaware they are doing it. Fact 88. The average color of the entire universe is a beige shade called cosmic latte, determined by a 2002 study averaging the light from galaxies. Fact 87. Water itself might not be wet, as scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface. Fact 86. Most people stroke cats the wrong way, focusing on the belly and base of the tail, when research shows cats vastly prefer the chin, cheeks, and base of the ears.
Fact 85. Newborn babies do not see in black and white. They have limited color vision, but can detect intense colors like red because their cone cells are not fully mature. Fact 84. The raw chemical ingredients of a human body would cost over 116,000 pounds sterling, but if you do the refining yourself, the elements cost less than 100 pounds. Fact 83. If you stacked all the world's bacteria on top of each other, they would stretch for 10 billion light years, wrapping around the Milky Way over 20,000 times. Fact 82. Wearing a necktie can reduce blood flow to the brain by up to 7.5%, causing dizziness and headaches. Fact 81. The fear of long words is ironically named hippopotamonstrosequipedaliophobia, a 36-letter word coined in the year 2000.
Fact 80. The world's oldest dog, an Australian cattle dog named Bluey, lived to be 29.5 years old. Fact 79.
The world's oldest cat, Cream Puff, lived to be 38 years and 3 days old. Fact 78. We have more detailed maps of the moon than the deep sea, having explored less than 0.001% of the ocean's total area of 335 million square kilometers. Fact 77. Mount Everest is not the tallest mountain on Earth. The twin volcanoes Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa in Hawaii measure a staggering 10.2 kilometers from their underwater base, beating the 8.8 kilometers of Everest. Fact 76. Our solar system has a boundary wall called the heliopause, where solar wind meets interstellar space.
Fact 75. Most world maps use the 1569 Mercator projection, which wildly distorts size, making Greenland look 14 times larger than it actually is. Fact 74. The moon is gradually drifting away from Earth by around 3 centimeters every year. Fact 73. Comets smell incredibly foul. Comet 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko contains chemicals that smell like rotten eggs, urine, burning matches, and almonds. Fact 72. Earth's magnetic poles are moving. They have flipped 171 times in the past 71 million years, and the North Pole is currently shifting by 55 kilometers per year. Fact 71. You can actually die laughing from intense laughter causing a heart attack or suffocation.
Fact 70. Chainsaws were first invented in Scotland in the late 18th century to widen the pubic cartilage during difficult childbirths, long before they were used to chop wood. Fact 69. Cats prefer to sleep on their left side, which may help them engage the right hemisphere of their brains to monitor for danger. Fact 68. You do not actually lose most of your body heat through your head. Covering any part of the body prevents heat loss equally. Fact 67. The Tyrannosaurus rex likely had feathers, as scientists have discovered early Cretaceous skeletons covered in plumage. Fact 66. Football teams wearing red kits consistently play better in home matches, according to a 55-year review of match data. Fact 65. When you cut a worm in two, it only regenerates if cut widthways, and only certain species, like planarian flatworms, can regrow entirely from a tiny sliver.
Fact 64. Wind turbines kill tens of thousands of birds annually in the United Kingdom, but painting one blade black can reduce these deaths by 70%. Fact 63. Playing board games like Monopoly or Scrabble can protect your brain from cognitive decline and reduce your risk of dementia. Fact 62. Sound can have negative decibels. The quietest place on Earth is a Microsoft anechoic chamber measuring minus 20.6 decibels. Fact 61. A single horse can actually produce up to 24 horsepower, generating 18,000 watts of maximum power. Fact 60. About 60% of your body is water, and fluid retention can cause daily weight fluctuations of up to 2 kilograms. Fact 59. In 1912, a tailor named Franz Reichelt invented a human flying suit and tested it by jumping off the Eiffel Tower, tragically falling to his death. Fact 58. Orcas have been observed wearing dead fish on their heads like hats for reasons scientists still cannot explain.
Fact 57. Deaf individuals can use sign language in their sleep, allowing researchers to decode their dreams. Fact 56. Pythons can swallow humans whole, as seen in rare cases in Indonesia, where a fully clothed woman was found inside a 5-meter snake. Fact 55. Finland has been ranked the happiest country on Earth for 6 years in a row, featuring 1 sauna for every 1.59 people. Fact 54. Hippos cannot actually swim. Their bones are so dense that they simply perform a slow-motion gallop along the riverbed and can even sleep underwater. Fact 53. The moon looks upside down in the southern hemisphere compared to the north, making the man in the moon look more like a rabbit. Fact 52. You can play with a yo-yo in space. A NASA astronaut demonstrated this on the International Space Station because the toy relies on the conservation of angular momentum rather than gravity. Fact 51. Not only plants photosynthesize. Algae and certain organisms like sea slugs and pea aphids contain chlorophyll and can turn sunlight into energy.
Fact 50. Cryptic pregnancies are surprisingly common, with 1 in 500 going unrecognized until halfway through, and 1 in 2,500 unknown until labor begins. Fact 49. Bacteria on your skin, specifically Staphylococcus aureus, release chemicals that trigger nerve proteins, causing the sensation of an itch. Fact 48. Underneath all their thick white fur, polar bears actually have jet black skin to absorb heat. Fact 47. Starfish and other echinoderms do not technically have bodies, as their entire form is biologically classed as a head. Fact 46. In 2013, a woman underwent surgery to remove a fecal mass the size of a football after being constipated for 45 days. Fact 45. You are traveling 2.5 million kilometers a day around the center of the sun without even realizing it. Fact 44. Neon tetrafish form orderly queues when evacuating narrow spaces in emergencies to avoid collisions. Fact 43. There are more bacterial cells in your body than human cells, making the average human around 56% bacteria by count. Fact 42. Most ginger cats are male, outnumbering females 3 to 1 because the gene is found on the X chromosome. Fact 41. Your nails grow faster in the hot summer months due to increased blood supply to your fingertips. Fact 40. The Bermuda Triangle is statistically no more hazardous than any other busy ocean route in the world. Fact 39. Alpine bumblebees can fly up to 3.25 kilometers above sea level and have shown the ability to fly in lab conditions, replicating oxygen levels at 9 kilometers high. Fact 38. There was a planet 40 light years away named 55 Cancri E that is roughly twice the size of Earth and made mostly of diamond. Fact 37. Deep-sea male anglerfish mate by permanently biting into a much larger female and physically dissolving into her body.
Fact 36. Autobrewery syndrome is a rare condition where gut bacteria and yeasts break down carbohydrates into pure ethanol, getting the person legally drunk. Fact 35. Scientists have observed interbrain neural synchronization, proving it is possible for two lucid dreamers to communicate mid-dream. Fact 34. It is impossible to sink completely in quicksand because its density is higher than the human body. Fact 33. Emperor penguins can plunge to astonishing depths, with the deepest recorded dive reaching over 550 meters. Fact 32. Animals can actually be allergic to humans, developing respiratory issues and skin irritation from our dead skin cells. Fact 31. Physiologically, being bored is a high arousal state that actively increases your heart rate.
Fact 30. Our immune systems can simultaneously mount an attack on dangerous pathogens while actively cooperating with beneficial microbes. Fact 29. Platypuses are aquatic mammals without teats, so they excrete milk through their skin, making it look like they are sweating milk. Fact 28. A standard plastic Lego brick can support the weight of 375,000 other bricks before failing. Fact 27. Martial artists who smile before a match are statistically more likely to lose because a smile can subconsciously convey submissiveness or fear. Fact 26. It is almost impossible to get too much sugar from fresh fruit because the high fiber and water content slow down digestion and make you feel full. Fact 25. You dislike the recorded sound of your own voice because the bones in your skull naturally make your voice sound deeper to your own ears. Fact 24. A rainbow appearing on Venus is called a glory, forming colored concentric rings from light wave interference within droplets. Fact 23. Protons come in various shapes like peanuts, rugby balls, and bagels, depending on the speed of the smaller quarks inside them. Fact 22. Mirrors facing each other do not produce infinite reflections, as each mirror absorbs a fraction of light energy, limiting the reflections to a few hundred. Fact 21. Psychologists believe aspects of psychopathy can be treated with cognitive behavioral therapy, helping individuals experience empathy and regret. Fact 20. All mammals get goosebumps through a process called piloerection, where tiny muscles contract to trap an insulating layer of air in their fur. Fact 19. Football players spit frequently because vigorous exercise increases the secretion of a thick protein mucus in saliva, making it harder to swallow. Fact 18. Some animals display autistic-like traits, including repetitive behaviors and atypical social habits.
Fact 17. The largest butterfly in the world is the Queen Alexandra's birdwing from Papua New Guinea, boasting a 31-centimeter wingspan. Fact 16. You are far more likely to remember your dreams if you sleep badly and wake up multiple times throughout the night. Fact 15. When you are anxious, your sweat releases specific hormones that alert the brains of people around you to prime them for danger. Fact 14. A lightning bolt carries an electrical charge so intense that it reaches 30,000 degrees Celsius, making it 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Fact 13. The world record for holding breath underwater is 24 minutes and 37 seconds, achieved in 2021. Fact 12. The moon is very slowly shrinking, losing about 50 meters in radius over the last several hundred million years due to mysterious moonquakes. Fact 11. Dogs tilt their heads when you speak to them so they can better pinpoint the source of sounds and listen for familiar words.
Fact 10. If the Earth suddenly doubled in size, the increased surface gravity would cause all trees to immediately fall over, and large animals would break their legs trying to run. Fact 9. Because of orbital paths, Mercury, not Venus, is technically the closest planet to Earth on average, sitting 1.04 astronomical units away. Fact 8. Flamingos are born with gray and white feathers, only developing their famous pink color after consuming a diet rich in brine shrimp and algae. Fact 7. You can actually smell angry ants, with some species releasing a chocolate scent and others giving off a strong lemony odor when threatened. Fact 6. Skinny people who eat whatever they want usually have a slow metabolism due to lower muscle mass, not a fast one. Fact 5. Entomologist Justin Schmidt willingly let various insects sting him to create a pain scale, concluding the bullet ant delivers the most excruciating sting on Earth.
Fact 4. Radiometric dating confirms the Earth is roughly 4.54 billion years old, making it about a third of the age of the universe. Fact 3. It is generally fine to drink alcohol in moderation while taking most common antibiotics, despite popular belief. Fact 2. Electrons might essentially live forever, with a minimum estimated lifespan of 66,000 yada years, far outlasting the current age of the universe. And finally, Fact 1. Beavers do not actually live in their dams. They live in a specially constructed lodge built safely behind the dam in a deep pool of water. Our reality is infinitely stranger than fiction, operating on rules we barely understand. If you want to keep unraveling the mysteries of this bizarre universe, subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments which fact completely changed your perspective.